Speaking of Asked Andrew, let's go ahead and get right into it for this morning. To actually taking a question that we had on Ask Andrew Live a couple of weeks ago, and this is in relation to the different shapes of hail. We've discussed already why hail comes in different sizes, but why the different shapes? And yeah, if you've lived here for quite a while, you've seen this example. Some of the hail can be flat like a pancake, like this here, but you can also get hail that's more spherical, more perfectly round. Why is that the case? Well, let me take you through the hail formation process. Of course, what it takes is a severe thunderstorm. That hail initially starts off as a droplet of water. Then it gets to the area above this turquoise line, which is below freezing. And it does this loop-de-loop. It becomes hail, and then the hail grows in size as it continues to loop, and eventually gravity will take over. The hail becomes so big, it has no choice but to fall out of the storm. It can no longer override this upward motion within the storm itself. So that's how hail itself grows. But there's two different growth processes that determine the shape of the hail that you're going to see. Wet growth allows air bubbles to escape more easily from those water droplets, so you get a nice, smooth, spherical, round hailstone. But the one that we've seen here too is by dry growth, where the ice forms within a very, very cold portion of the cloud, and it traps those air bubbles, and there's less stickiness to the surface of the ice. So what happens is you get these little pieces of ice that kind of try and stick to the main core of ice, and it gets all these jagged edges, and sometimes it could even be as flat as a pancake too. So you'll see this a lot in the early spring and also in the fall, not so much in the summer. In the summer, it's more of a wet growth process as it's warmer and we have a lot more moisture in the air. There's your updraft speed, by the way. Softball-sized hail, the wind coming into that storm racing upward at more than 100 miles an hour. That is impressive. So again, bring your questions later this morning. We'll have Ask Andrew Live at 9 o'clock on the 8 Plus app. Download that on your TV and watch for free.